ceremony just prior to the game. We want to invite you to stop by the MEA tent tonight and enter to win. Kids can enter to win a bicycle or an electric scooter. Adults can enter to win a $50 gift certificate for electricity. Winners will be drawn in the middle of the 5th inning. Also pick up a coupon for a free scoop of ice cream from Ice Cream Man, courtesy of MEA. Coach. We're going to do the host family ceremony. I just got the lineup. It has to be recorded. So once we get the ceremony done, then I'll put it in the book and away we go. Does that sound good? Okay, great. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Lee Jordan Field. We'd like to take a special moment to recognize and thank our host families. Their generosity, their hospitality, support, and love made this season possible for our players and many others. We appreciate everything that they do for Chinook baseball. Can we give them a round of applause as we salute them tonight here at Lee Jordan Field? Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to announce their names, the host family's names, and the player that stayed with them, and then Quinn will take, our official photographer, will take their photograph to commemorate their 2026 baseball season. So we begin tonight with Austin Young, hosted by Lucas and Monica Lout. This is Austin Young with Lucas and Monica Lott. Official team photo there. Our next family is Kate Carrington, hosted by Laura and Doug Hamilton. Come on out. Don't be shy. Our next family, Nick Moyer, Trey Harper, Drew Hurst, and Carter Reed, hosted by Peter and Carissa Bangin. And these are names I'm learning for the very first time, so please forgive me. Come on out. That's a big family, a big baseball family. Our next family, Cal Whiff, hosted by Clayton and Kenzie Hansen. Come on out. That's a beautiful baseball family. Our next family, Josh Thompson and J.D. Wolf, hosted by Alex and Brandy Reggie. Our next family, Oliver Adams, hosted by John and Stacy Fucillo. Step right up to the line there. Usher them up there. There you go. Thank you so much. Our next family, Ty Beck and Colonnati, hosted by John and Patience Arzi. Let's hug. Please welcome to the baseball field Luke Zaromsky and Reese Vassar, hosted by Jeremy and Brittany Lucy. And Mr. Lucy will be signing autographs after tonight's game. Our next family is Kirby Jenkins and Tate Green, hosted by Gary and Sherry Becker. Next to come is Asher Abraham and Phoenix West, hosted by Wayne and Carol Gracie. Our next family, Sam Hess and Danny Slasky, hosted by Mike Edel. Please welcome Drew McCartney, hosted by Warren and Kim Ulrich. Please welcome Takashi Milady and Paul Whitcup, hosted by Tim and Tony Jones. Please welcome Kai Butler and Evan Rossi, hosted by Dan and Sarah Laudermilch. That baseball family is so big they have their own zip code. Look at all those people. That's a family reunion already. Please welcome Kate Rowland and Luke Rowland, hosted by Clayton and Becky Kitchen. Please welcome Jared Garnett and Ty Kenny, hosted by Jim and Tara Conley. Please welcome Mason Trotter and Blake Allen, hosted by Kyle and Logan Winooski. We welcome Joey, Jolie, Dawson Levitt, and Trace, hosted by Mike and Elaine Albee. Their grandparents. Coach Babe and his wife Addison Babe, hosted by David and Alice Moore. And now the families who could not be present tonight. Jack Brooker and Matt Brown, hosted by Brian Dude. JJ Pruno, hosted by Jason and Sarah Garcia. Jack Florence, hosted by Travis and Elisa Zabisky. Tim and Casey Quinn Trinity have been hosted by Betty Jo Worthington. And our disciplers throughout the season have been hosted by Alan Jackie Clemens. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2026 host families and their baseball players. Please give them a round of applause. How about a group photo, Quinn? Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just a few minutes away from the start of our second game. We've got some recording to do. We are preparing, so bear with us. Thank you for your patience. The game will get underway in just a little bit.
Welcome to Chugiak, Alaska, where your Chugiak-Eagle Chinooks take on the Matsu Miners here in game number 2 of our doubleheader. The Chinooks took game 1 7-2, and we're hoping for a victory here in game number 2 as well to keep the Chinooks in the hunt for the playoffs. The Chinooks moved to 18-15 in the standings. The Miners fell to 19-13. The Bucks sit at 19-13 as well. So those two tied atop the standings. Chinooks about a game and a half back. So they're not out of it yet, but they got to keep winning if they want a shot at the playoffs. But before we get going here, let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting team, the Matsu Miners. Leading off, it'll be the right fielder, number 9, Jackson Babcock. Batting second, the third baseman, number 4, Will Godfrey. In the 3 spot, the shortstop, number 11, Austin Park. And batting cleanup for the Miners, the first baseman, number 29, Kenyon Millar. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 19, Will Millard. And batting in the 6th hole, the DH, number 30, Alexander Pearson. Batting 7th for the Miners, the center fielder, number 1, Cash Millar. And batting 8th, the catcher, number 6, Declan Spooner. Batting 7th, it is the second baseman, Diesel Toth. And on the mound, it is number 49, Colin Ruse. Colin Ruse, he is out of Salt Lake City Community College, hometown of Sandpoint, Idaho. He is posting a 5.25 ERA, 1 win, 1 loss on 6 appearances. 5 of them starts. 24 innings pitched, giving up 21 hits, 16 runs, 14 of them earned. It is 12 walks and 23 Ks for Colin Ruse. Now let's take a look at your Chugiak-Eagle Chinooks starting lineup. Leading off for the Nooks, it is the shortstop, number 6, Reese Vassar. Batting second, the catcher, number 10, Austin Young. Batting third, the DH, number 25, Ty Beck. Batting cleanup for the Chinooks this evening, the left fielder, number 17, Phoenix West. In the 5 spot, the center fielder, number 3, Kai Butler. In the 6th spot, the right fielder, number 24, Kirby Jenkins. And batting 7th, the first baseman, number 21, Cal Whip. In the 8 hole, the third baseman, number 1, Drew Hurst. And rounding out your Chinook starting lineup, the second baseman, number 4, Carter Reed. On the bump for the Chinooks tonight, it is number 18, Cade Carrington. Carrington usually out of the pen, but getting the start tonight. He's out of Olivet Nazarene University, hometown of Middlebury, Indiana. He is posting a 2.66 ERA, 1 win, 1 loss. No starts, 11 appearances, though. Does have a save in there. 20 in the third pitch, giving up 15 hits, 7 runs, only 6 of them earned. 14 walks and 14 Ks for Cade Carrington. We are going to have the full pregame ceremony here in just a few moments, but before that, we had our awesome host family appreciation ceremony, and we are incredibly grateful for every single one of our host families here in the Chugiak-Eagle River area, and we do not have a season. We don't play baseball without them, so we're incredibly grateful for all of them and just the way that they treat our players. And, yeah, just glad we could recognize them here tonight. And let's hope that the Chinooks can take number 2 out of 2 in this doubleheader. They won it 7-2 in game 1. And here we go. We'll take a quick break before we see the first pitch, national anthem, and pregame festivities to come.
Now on the field is our Chinook Sports Utility Director, Trace Neiman.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in removing your caps for the national anthem. Tonight we will have NEA member Vanessa Willis of Palmer to sing our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Great job. All right, so first pitch, we have Megan Moody, an MEA employee at the Eagle River office. Go ahead and head out to the mound. All right, let's see what you got. Just a bit outside. All right, let's play ball.
And there we have it, folks. Play ball here at Lee Jordan.
He's been wanting to say just a bit outside for over 2 years.
The starting pitcher tonight for the Chinooks. It is number 18, Cade Carrington. Mostly out of the pen this season, but getting the start here. The Chinooks needing this ball game to stay afloat in postseason conversations. Thanks to all of you for checking in here for our host family appreciation ceremony, and also for game 2 here. It was a fun game 1. The Chinooks won it 7-2. A 2-run homer off the bat of Ty Beck for his third of the season featured in it, as well as a great start from Colby Jensen, the Anchorage kid, who just kept going. 5 innings, only 1 run, only 1 hit from Jensen, and just a spectacular start from him. And now the Chinooks got to get another one right here on a sunny day in Chugiak. The ballpark starting to pack out. It is a full house at Lee Jordan tonight. We started out with maybe 4 people at 4 o'clock. That was it. And now, full to the brim in the stands and down the lines. More space to squeeze in at the very ends by the foul poles and up on the hill, but man, we are excited for an exciting game number 2 with a hopefully loud crowd in which the Chinooks might need it to spur them on to a victory as we race towards the postseason. Jackson Babcock to lead things off for the Chinooks. Cade Carrington, the lefty, out of the windup, delivers the first pitch. It just misses, and we're underway. One ball, no strikes, as Carrington kicks and throws curveball in there, and it's 0-1. One pitch, bounced in the turf. Good stop from Young. Didn't matter, bases are empty, but that misses anyway. 2-1. Wind blowing out this evening. It's been going in gusts, but might make a difference. We have already seen 1 home run today, maybe 2, here in game number 2. Curveball. Sprayed off foul again as Babcock's going to have to step back in to see the 2-2 once more. Slowly chopped down the line, but foul. And this is a good at-bat from Jackson Babcock to start out the ball game. Doesn't matter whether he wins or loses. Obviously, if you're a Miners fan or Jackson, you want to win it. You want to get on base however you can. But realistically, you did your job. You made Cade throw a lot of pitches, and that's going to benefit the ball club down the line here in this one, especially in a day like this where it's clearly a bullpen day for both teams. We talked about it early on in Game 1, but the starters are still here in town. But the reason, they're not playing here at the end of the season as Babcock heads on to first is because a lot of these guys, they came on pitch or inning restrictions, and they get thrown throughout the summer. And then when you get down to the end of it, they're just not allowed to throw more pitches or throw more innings. So, unfortunately, that leaves you with kind of a jumbled mix. But you like to see new guys get opportunities and guys put in different spots. We've seen Cade a lot this season, but we haven't seen him out of the dugout, so rather than the bullpen. So just fun little things like that as we close down the season here. And hopefully it works out in the Chinooks' favor, but Babcock earned himself a trip to first for a very nice at-bat. A chopper over to second. This could be two. They will get the first at second, and it's close. Got them both. Will Godfrey goes down on the double play. It's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Chinooks. 4-6-3, and it's 2 outs with nobody on base. Austin Park, the shortstop out of BYU now.
Number 11, Austin Park.
In the field for the Chinooks this evening, from left to right in the outfield, it's Phoenix West, Kai Butler, and Kirby Jenkins, your usual suspects. On the infield, it is Hurst and Reese Vassar. At second is Carter Reed, and at first, it is Cal Whiff. Behind the dish, Austin Young this time around, and on the mound, Cade Carrington. Over to short. Reese Vassar scoops it up cleanly and in time for out number 3. The Chinooks make quick work of the Miners. It is no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. On the home half of the first we go. It's scoreless here in Chugiak.
Matsu Valley for over 80 years. Umpires tonight from Northwest Arkansas, Casey Mosier, and from Topeka, Kansas, Lance Vaughn.
Starter on the mound for the Miners tonight will be number 49, Colin Ruse. Ruse out of Salt Lake City Community College. Hometown is Sandpoint, Idaho. He's pitched a whole lot of innings, 5 starts, 24 of those innings to be exact. ERA of 5.25. As Vassar puts it on the ground on the first pitch he sees. It's going to be close, and got him. So now with one away, Austin Young, the catcher, steps to the plate.
Now batting for your Chinooks, number 10, Austin Young.
Last time we saw Austin Young in a doubleheader, he belted 2 homers out of here. Question is, can he repeat that magic? Ty Beck, who's waiting on deck, did repeat that magic in Game 1. He had 2 in the doubleheader on Saturday and went deep today as well. So the former roommates still doing work. As it's 0-1 to Young. Takes right at the belt. Good pitch from Ruse, and it's 0-2. Welcome in, Carrington family. We are excited to see Cade getting the start tonight, and he looked good right out the gate. And hopefully he can go a long way today and help the Chinooks earn a big victory here in game number 2 of this doubleheader. Coming into the day, we had to have it. That was the sentiment here. But it was also one of those, you have to have it, but also there's kind of nothing to lose. And that's what Coach Babe made clear. Said to Dave Stroh, our PA guy, said, hey, we're a dangerous team today. We've got nothing to lose. And he's exactly right. It's hard to come out and beat a team that's got nothing to lose. I mean, the combination of the Chinooks trying to play spoiler one, but also they've still got some stakes here. They're not out of it, so it's kind of a combination of both, and it's really dangerous. 2 away with the bases empty for Ty Beck. Austin Young down on the K. Ty Beck takes on the inside corner, 0-1. Phoenix West would be next up. The Chinook bats were pretty hot in Game 1. See if they can carry over. Not much in the way of different faces here in game number 2. The only difference, obviously they're shuffled around, but the only difference is Austin Young, the catcher hitting out of the 2 spot, is in for Zaromsky. But other than that, same faces, just different places. Rifled right back at Ruse. He will not make the snag, and that's a single for Ty Beck. And that ball was ripped. The fact that he got a hand on it is pretty good. And now it's Phoenix West. LeBron out to make sure that his pitcher, Ruse, is okay. I mean, that smacked his hand off the bat. But he says, I'm good to go. Let's keep rolling. So that's a good sign. Never want to see anyone get hurt. And now Phoenix West.
Now batting for your Chinook, number 17, Phoenix West.
With a runner on first, an opportunity to move him into scoring position for Kai Butler, who's on deck. Give him a shot to bring in the opening run. Shows bunt, lays one down, and it's not gonna get there. So that'll end the inning. It is no runs on 1 hit. There is no errors. There's 1 left on base. On to the top of the second we go, scoreless here in Chugiak.
In your classroom, from electric safety to energy education, we can tailor a presentation to fit your curriculum. Visit the MEA tent tonight to learn more. And while you're there, be sure to enter and win the bicycle or the electric scooter. And adults can enter to win a $50 gift certificate for electricity. Winners will be drawn in the middle of the 5th inning.
Top of the second here at Lee Jordan Field. The cleanup man for the Miners to lead it off, it's Canyon Millar. Cade Carrington out for another inning of work. Wind blowing across the diamond at the moment from left to right. Really nice curveball from Cade Carrington. Gets him swinging just a little piece of it. And it's 0-1. Fastball. Kind of jammed out to the left field, and that's good enough for a base hit. It's one if you're a pitcher like, I got him to jam the ball. Soft contact, just it's placed right where no one is. And that's all it took. Little bloop single for Canyon. And the Miners got a runner on first with nobody gone. Taken downstairs on the first pitch to Millard. Will Millard, the left fielder, at the plate. This is our last doubleheader of the season. We've played a good stretch of them here, but should be the end. Taking downstairs is Millard. It is 2-0. The Chinooks will finish the season against the Bucks tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and then on Thursday against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots in Anchorage. At the schedule says at 7 o'clock there, so not sure the reason. I wonder if it's because that was a makeup game, and that's all they could get Mulcahy for. Something maybe was in there is in there beforehand. So I bet you the Bucks are having to play a game there. Then getting the early billing there are the Bucks. I believe it actually might be Bucks Miners there. Let me take a look. But let's see. Yeah, Bucks Miners. But that says nope, they're in Palmer. So I don't know why. Not exactly sure. Millard on to first either way, with Millard over to second. Curveball. Can't quite nip the corner. I thought it was a good pitch, but won't get the call. Even if it doesn't land, I mean, it's still a really nice pitch. Had a chance and really could have gotten him to swing there. Fastball, this time at the knees, and it is even 1-1. Showing bunt and trying to lay it down. It is back to the screen, and it is 1-2. Cade Carrington ahead, a chance to get out number one right here. Turned on very hard, but fouled down the line. As it is 1-2 still. Alexander Pearson, the DH out of Washington. On the ground softly, this could be two. They'll get one at second and got them both. Two away with the runner on third now. Second double play of the ball game. Another 4-6-3. Canyon Millar does reach third safely, but man, you will take that. The double play brings up Cash Millar, the center fielder, with 2 gone now. Still an opportunity for the Miners to take the early 1-0 lead, but Cade Carrington's got other plans. Outside 1-0. Another curveball that misses downstairs. It's 2-0. Fouled off. And count moves to 2-1. A little bit of space down the first base side if Cash can take it the opposite way. Otherwise, pretty balanced attack from this Chinook defense. It's lifted into foul territory. Cal Whiff moving over. It should be playable. He got it. The Chinooks get out of a little jam. And that'll end the inning. No runs on 1 hit. There is no errors. And there is 1 left on base. On to the home half of the second we go. Chinooks, or it is tied 0-0.
Mom and Dad can enter to win a $50 gift certificate for electricity. And the winners will be drawn in the middle of the 5th inning. Now batting for your Chinooks, number 3, Kai Butler.
Bottom of the second here in Chugiak. Kai Butler will lead it off. Butler will be followed up by Kirby Jenkins and Cal Whiff. Still Colin Ruse on the mound for the Miners. First pitch misses off the plate. It is 1-0. Try to lay down a bunt down the line. It's foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. Down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike here for Butler. Bunted right back to the pitcher, Ruse. And that is out number 1 here in the inning. It'll bring up Kirby Jenkins, the right fielder. Yeah, Gail, that's a good question. The Chinooks definitely the newest of the teams here in the ABL. The Chinooks, before they were the Chugiak-Eagle Chinooks, were the AIA Fire. They played in Chugiak as the AIA Fire, but before that they were up in Fairbanks as the Athletes in Action Fire. But the other teams, man, they've been around a lot longer. The Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the oldest of the bunch. They were founded in, I believe, 1966. I'm looking to confirm that here. Actually, 1969 is the correct date that they were established. But I mean, that's a long time ago. And you know, I don't exactly know how all these guys were founded, but they were all around the same time-ish. Bucks followed up in the 70s, I believe. Same with the Miners. I think they came out of they were used to be called the Valley Green Giants. The Miners were. And then the Oilers also founded in the 70s, I believe. And yeah, that's when the league took off. The Alaska Gold Panners in there as well, up in Fairbanks. They were a big team in the league, and they all just kind of came about same time as a college summer league. You know, they started up playing in. A lot of them played in National Baseball Congress tournaments, which was a big deal back then. And that was kind of when College Summer League started up, was in that time. And, you know, Alaska just decided they're going to get in on it and quickly form one of the best leagues in the country. And yeah, really took off from playing in that NBC, I think, the National Baseball Congress tournaments. And the Alaska teams, they had a lot of success in those tournaments, and that's kind of how they gained national recognition, winning a lot of those NBC World Series. Cal Whip at the plate with 2 away bases empty. Takes upstairs, and it's 1-0. But yeah, so that's pretty much in general how these teams came about. But as Cal Whiff puts that up the middle for a base knock. So runner on first with 2 away, Drew Hurst now. Mark says the Bucks were in the early 80s, so yeah, they were definitely after. And realistically, the Glacier Pilots are Anchorage's team. I mean, they're a good bit older, and they've just the ones that are beloved in Anchorage. I mean, the Bucks are, if we're being honest, kind of the villain. I mean, they've got their supporters, but I mean, growing up in Anchorage, and honestly, I hadn't been around the ABL. I wasn't around the ABL until later in high school, but actually, watching games and going to, being a part of it like I am here. But, you knew about the ABL and you knew who the teams were, and all I really knew was the Glacier Pilots were the team and the Bucks were the villains in Anchorage. Had no ties really to either team, but it's just kind of how it was seen in town. And I could be a little off, but they just never quite had the back. And I think that's just because the Glacier Pilots were the first team. They had a lot of success early on, and they've had a lot of the famous alumni as well. So. No balls and 2 strikes for Hurst. Takes outside, and it's 2-2, excuse me. The Alaska Gold Panthers were another one of the main teams up in Fairbanks. Big part of gaining national recognition, but they're not in the league anymore. They wanted to stay playing their National Baseball Congress tournaments, which the ABL teams don't really do anymore. It's the end of the inning, though. Drew Hurst goes down on the strikeout, and it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to the top of the 3rd we go. We're still scoreless here in Chugiak.
Pick up a coupon for a free scoop of ice cream from Ice Cream Man, courtesy of MEA. Now batting for the Miners, number 6.
It is the top of the 3rd here in Chugiak, Alaska. Leading off for the Matsu Miners, it'll be the catcher, number 6, Declan Spooner. First pitch to him misses, and it is 1-0. Gail, I hope I was able to answer your question enough. I know I didn't have all the answers, but hopefully gave you a decent idea. Two balls, no strikes. And that misses upstairs as well. So 3-0 here for Declan Spooner. Strike in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. As Cade Carrington going to have to battle back. Diesel Toth and Jackson Babcock are waiting on deck. And ball 4 to Declan Spooner will bring up Diesel Toth.
Now batting for the Miners, number 7, Diesel Toth.
Throw back over. Close play, but back in safely. No action in either bullpen as of yet. Toth lays down a bunt foul. It is 0-1. How do teams fill their rosters? That is a great question, Gail. So basically, let's start with this. Each team has a certain amount of spots they can use on Alaskan players, I believe, that doesn't count to their official roster spot. So they will try and find connections with local kids who they know or have played from. So find them from the communities. But as far as other players, usually it comes through connections with coaches, right? And so you have your coaches actually on the teams who have coached these players, and they'll bring some of them up, such as Coach Babe. You know, he's got guys from his team, like from Arizona Christian, and then throwback over. It's close again, but not in time. 0-2 here for Toth. But then you have, people who may be connected to the coaches or GMs, like I said. But then the GM, most of them are through the coaches have or GMs have connections to coaches at the colleges, as that is a strikeout for Dethel Toth. There is one away with one on, as the leadoff man Jackson Babcock back to the plate. But the majority of it, again, the coaches or GMs of these ABL teams have they know different coaches down in the States at colleges. So say the Bucks, for example, they have a lot of guys every year from Arizona State University, right? And so that is almost assuredly because their GM or their head coach, so Sean Maltby, their GM, or maybe their head coach, has a connection with one of the coaches down at ASU. And so every year you'll see teams with players from a lot of the same schools. Called a balk there, or a balk, I mean, as Declan Spooner going to head on to second with the on the balk. But one away, runner on second now. Count is 0-1. But essentially that's generally how the bulk of rosters are made up, is from different coaches at colleges saying, hey, I've got this league that you should go play college play your summer league at. You know, because most of these guys are looking to play summer league somewhere, or not all of them, but a good majority of them are. And you know, if their coach knows of a good one, you know, they're going to point in that direction. And so the ones that do know them, know coaches here in the ABL are going to send a lot of their guys our way. As Spooner takes third on the wild pitch. But and of course there's obviously every player's got a different situation, and some of them are wild stories of why they're up here, but the majority of them is college coaches sending up their players. And even if they don't have a roster spot or a relationship with one of the teams up here, they know about the ABL. College coaches know this is a good summer league, as that one is up the middle. It misses two gloves, and that'll make it a 1-0 ball game. But college coaches know this is a good league, and they will say, hey, you should go give one of these coaches a call and say, hey, do you mind if I could, turn in an application, see if I can play with you guys? So that's generally how rosters are filled out. It's a slow process throughout the winter and the spring, but it gets done. Right now, 1-0 Miners, as Young will stop that pitch. It's Will Godfrey at the plate with Babcock on first. Only one out here. Fastball. Oof. Tough call. I thought that was at the knees, but we're going to say it missed. So 2-1. Slapped over the head of Whip. And that is going to be first and second now for the Miners. Miners starting to find a little bit of a rhythm here. Now back to Austin Park, the shortstop, who grounded out his first time up. It is 1-0 Miners. And the Chinooks really need to get out of it here. Runner back in scoring position. Carrington delivers off the plate, and it is even 1-1. Actually, it's 1-0, excuse me. Curveball, chopped foul. Now it moves to 1-1. Carrington looks back at second, now delivers, it's upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cloud's starting to move in just a little bit from behind the hills. Still a nice temperature out, and it is, the sun's still shining, but you can kind of see some clouds moving in. On the ground, it is through, another base knock, and that'll score another. 2-0 Miners, as it is Babcock home to score. These Miners just shooting it through gaps. Nothing fancy, but getting it done. Godfrey into second, Park at first. Canyon Millar will step to the plate after this mound visit. Gage Webster up in the pen for the Chinooks. Another local Anchorage kid. Mound visit concludes. Tim Cole will head back to the dugout. And we're going to see the cleanup man, Canyon Millar, at the plate.
Now batting for the Miners, number 29, Canyon Millar.
Top of the third here, and the Chinooks have hit a snag. Curveball. Out towards center field. It's falling fast, and Butler's not going to be able to get there. Bases loaded now for the Miners. Godfrey on third, Park on second, Millar on first, and now it is Will Millard. Opportunity to break this open big here. Millard does have 1 bomb on the year. A round tripper this time would be huge. Chinooks cannot afford any base hit now. 2 runs to nothing. And Chinooks still in it at this point. But if it gets much further, you're really going to be clawing back. But 2 runs, even 3 or 4, can be flipped just like that. But once you get past that, you're feeling a bit stuck in the mud. Taken for a strike. And it is 2-1. I mean, the Chinooks have put up a lot of runs in an inning before this season. They put up 8 runs in 1 inning down in Kenai, and you have to have a lot of things go right to put up 8 in an inning. And what went right for them there is the pitcher couldn't throw a strike. That always helps. 3-1 to Millard. And that's going to get the top right corner of the zone. Good pitch from Carrington. Into the air, out towards center field. Butler should get there, but it'll score another. It's 3-0 Miners as Godfrey home to score on the sac fly for Will Millard. Now with 2 gone, it's Alexander Pearson. He grounded into a double play his first time up. And again, he'll be happy to know that double play not an option here with 2 gone already. On the ground, over to second, Carter Reed. We'll flip it over in time for out number 3. That'll end the inning. But the damage is done. 3 runs on 4 hits. It is no errors, and there is 1 left on base. On to the home half of the 3rd we go. The Miners lead it 3-0.
Members of the Chugiak Symphony Orchestra are here tonight. We thank them for coming here to blow their own horn.
Carter Reed will lead things off for the Chinooks here in the bottom of the 3rd. Colin Ruse still on the mound for the Miners. Reese Vassar waits on deck for the Fish. First pitch from Ruse misses, and it is 1-0. Strike is over the heart of the plate, and the count moves to 1-1. Carter Reed had a phenomenal game number 1 of this doubleheader. He was 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Carves that one off foul. Count moves to 1 and 2. Big thank you to all of you who have tuned in today. We appreciate it. And really like to say it again. Another big thank you to all of our host families here on Host Family Appreciation Night. It's just we don't have a season without them. It's just a big sacrifice for them, and they're willing to do it. And we're just thankful for it. Because I know, like a lot of you have mentioned in the comments, not only is it awesome for us to have a baseball season, you know, come watch these guys every night, but it's life-changing for these players. You know, they come up, they not only get to play baseball and improve their skills, but they get to see Alaska, which is, in my opinion, one of the most gorgeous places on Earth, maybe the most, if you go find the right spots. And that's awesome. Just get to explore God's creation, but also, you know, every day these guys are in discipleship, and you know, that's just not something that you find too often. A lot of these guys, you know, just they really enjoy that, and some of them, you know, maybe didn't know that that's what they were getting into, but it's a life-changing stuff, and I know a lot of them have come to see that, and so just an awesome organization, and it's not made possible without you host families. So thank you from me, and thank you from all the parents, all the players. Gratitude is felt by all. Carter Reed will take ball 4, and that'll be how the inning begins. Now it is back to the top of the order with Reese Vassar. He grounded out his first time around. See what he can do here. Ruse throws back over. It is going to skip away, but not too far. Austin Young waits on deck for the Chinooks. That's a called strike on the bottom right corner, 0-1. Three 3-0 Miners, but the Chinooks not out of it by any stretch. Chinooks put up 7 in game 1. Put up 7 here, and 7-3 final looks pretty lopsided. And with the duo coming up, you know the long ball is possible at any point. Young and Beck, the only Chinooks with multiple homers on the season. They actually both had multiple homers on Saturday. One now for Vassar. Takes on the corner, and it is 1-2. Vassar actually almost went deep in the ball game, one of the ball games on Saturday as well. Clubbed it out to left field, and it was just off the top of the wall. Hit that DSS auto sign where that car is on that sign. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but it was up there, just not quite enough on it. Way upstairs, and we move full. Carter Reed won the battle in the full count with Ruse. See if Vassar can do the same right here. Throw back over to first instead, trying to keep Carter Reed close. Oof. Foul ball, but it hit him. Yep, so on to first goes Reed. And so it hit his hit him in the wrist there, I think. So hit by pitch. Doesn't look like it felt too good, but he'll take one for the team to move the runner into scoring position with nobody gone. Austin Young now. Young and Beck, that's the duo we were just talking about. Dangerous duo. Not who the Miners want to see at the plate. And that's reflected by the fact that Ben Twilliger is going to head out to the mound and have a little conversation with his pitcher, Ruse. They've got a 3-0 lead. Don't want to give it up, but that is in jeopardy right here. If the Chinooks can pull this ball game out, the Chinooks would move to 19-15. The Miners would fall to 19-14. The Bucks would be at 19-13. And so they'd be right back in it with a game tomorrow against the Bucks. The Chinooks could move to 20-15 with the Bucks at 19-14. Man, it's all a mess. But the Chinooks really got to get a couple of wins here. If they can win this one here and the one tomorrow, man, they're looking good. Because then you're against the Pilots. Oh, that ball going to get away. Both runners going to move up. Huge mistake from Colin Ruse. And oh boy, both of them in scoring position now. Reed and Vassar with Austin Young at the plate. Oh boy, Chinooks are in business. Do not go anywhere, folks. 3-0 Miners, but that likely to change here in a blink of an eye. Vassar's got a huge lead at second. 0-1 as Young puts a swing and miss on that one. There is a pitcher warming in the Miners' pen. No way. Oh, maybe I can tell. It could be number 26. It's really hard to tell with these American flag letters and numbers, but if that is number 26 like I thought, that would be Connor Mondi. So we're going to say it's Mondi. But 0-2 right now to Austin Young. He's got to find a way to get out. Swing and a miss, and he's going to go down quickly here. Exactly what the Miners needed. And now Ty Beck.
Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 25, Ty Beck.
Just need a base hit, which he had in the first inning. Ty Beck 1 for 1 in this ball game, looking to make it 2 for 2 with a pair of RBIs. Misses down and in, and it is 1-0. Took a nice move to get out of the way of it. I don't think it was actually going to hit him, but gave him a little scare. And now it looks like Gage Webster's still up in the pen for the Chinooks as well. So maybe a pair of new pitchers for both teams in just a few months. High chopper not handled. And the throw's high. Pulled him off the bag, though. 3-1 Miners lead. A bang, bang, bang play. First, the missed snag, and then a bad throw, which pulled him off the bag. It's going to be an, I believe that was E6 that Ty's going to reach on, but Reed comes home to score. Vassar into third. And now Phoenix West didn't have a great game number 1, but always a chance to respond. It's a slow chopper. He's not going to go home with it. Instead, he'll let the run score, and it's 3-2. And Ty Beck into scoring position now.
Now batting for your Chinooks, number 3, Kai Butler.
Kai Butler at the plate. Chance to tie it up. 3-2 your score. Kirby Jenkins in the on-deck circle. It's away, and 1-0 for Kai Butler. One thing the Chinooks have done here is they have clinched a not losing record. Worst case scenario here, the Chinooks would finish, the worst thing that the Chinooks could finish with is 18-18, but I doubt that'll happen. As long as we can play, especially that one on Thursday, if we can play that one against the Pilots, should be able to get a win there. But so it's looking like there's a decent chance the Chinooks end with a winning record here, which would be a welcome sight to cap off a pretty good season here from the Chinooks. As Kai Butler sends it out to the alleyway, it's going to roll to the wall. It'll score 1. Tie ball game as Kai Butler has an RBI double, just as he did in game number 1. And after giving up 3 runs in the top half, the Chinooks respond right back. Ty Beck home to score, and Kirby Jenkins at the plate with a chance to give him the lead. Kai Butler in scoring position. Jenkins can just trade places with him. Strike on the outside half. 0-1. Not going to get the call there as Ruse. Count moves even. Chinooks bringing the crowd back into it here. Hopefully can take the lead with another base knock. Kai Butler's going to head on to third, no throw. And that's a stolen base. Kai Butler, a very, very talented runner on the base paths. That's his 12th stolen base of the season. As a 2-1 pitch in there on a slider. Good pitch from Colin Ruse. Cal Whip waits on deck. Kirby Jenkins wanted it there, couldn't come up with it. That'll end the inning, but the Chinooks bring it all the way back. It is 3 runs on 1 hit. It is 1 error, and there is 1 left on base. On to the top of the 4th we go. It is tied 3 apiece here in Chugiak.
Jackpot for $192. Here is your winning ticket number, 482834. 482834. If you've got 482834, the blue ticket, you've got $192 would split the pot. 482834. This call to the Chinook bullpen sponsored by Napa Alaska Auto Inc., your Alaska-known Napa Auto Parts on the mound for the Chinooks. Number 50, Gage Webster.
New pitcher in the ball game for the Chinooks. It is number 50, Gage Webster. Webster out of the Masters University, hometown of Anchorage, Alaska. 2.7 the ERA, no wins, 1 loss on 4 appearances, 6 2/3 pitch, giving up 7 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 3 walks, and 6 Ks for Gage Webster. He'll start his day out against Cash Millar. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Miners. Fastball down Broadway, and it's 0-1. The Chinooks strike for 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. And we are knotted back up. Strike called there. It's 0-2. Webster's got Millar exactly where he wants him. Poked right over to second. Carter Reed will flip it on to first for out number 1. Declan Spooner, the catcher. 0 for 0 in the ball game. Walked and scored in the 3rd inning.
Number 6, Declan Spooner.
The lefty Webster stands in at 6'4". An imposing figure on the mound. Entering his senior year at the Masters. Ooh. Fans him there. And it is 1-1. One ball, one strike. Make it 2-1. This is just off the plate. Fastball down the line. Oh, just foul. Cal Whip would have had an easy out right there, but just hops to the wrong side of the bag. And we're even 2-2. Gage Webster, man, he's been a pretty good pitcher for the Chinooks this season. In a couple relief appearances. Doesn't pull the trigger, does Spooner, but he goes down to a knee. Full count. Fastball laced over the head of Carter Reed, and that's a base knock. Declan Spooner hit his first homer of the season yesterday against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots.
Now batting for the Miners, number 7, Diesel Toth.
And it's Diesel Toth now. Got a runner on first with 1 away. Toth 0 for 1. It's going to be a tough play. It's over the head, out to the wall. And the throw in will hold the runners, but second and third now. A nice double for Diesel Toth. Now back to the top of the order, Jackson Babcock. Not the guy you want to see. He's been very dangerous, especially on Sunday. Been good today, 1 for 1 in this ball game with a single that he scored on in the third and a walk. But man, Sunday in that doubleheader, he killed us. Just not a guy you want to see coming to the plate, especially with runners in scoring position. Ooh, tough call. Thought him got him at the knees, but 1-0. Downstairs, and the count moves to 2-0. Babcock ahead. Webster's got to find a way out of it here. Fouled off, 2-1. Will Godfrey, the man waiting on deck. Double play ball, not really an option here either. Not a whole lot of outs other than getting a little pop-up on the infield or a strikeout here. On the ground. This'll do. They're going to go home with it. Now in a rundown. Oh, he might be safe. And he is safe, but unfortunately for the Miners, they can't both be safe. It will be Declan Spooner, it looks like, or no, Diesel Toth that will be out. The play does allow Babcock to head to second on the fielder's choice. Above the belt, and it is 1-0. Will Godfrey at the plate. He singled and scored his last time up, but first time around grounded into a double play. Fastball just misses on the inside. It's 2-0. Ooh, there's the call that everyone here at Lee Jordan was waiting for. Half off all burgers and dogs. So if you're here at the ballpark, go get them while they last. Webster, fastball on the ground. This could do it. Vassar's got to get over there. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Good throw from Reese Vassar. He lifts his fists up in triumph. And that will end the inning somehow. No runs on 2 hits. There is no errors, and there is 2 left on base. On 2. In the home half of the 4th we go. It's tied at 3 apiece.
On the mound for the Miners, number 26, Connor Mundy.
New pitcher to the ball game for the Matsu Miners. It is number 26, Connor Mondi, hometown of League City, Texas. Plays his ball at Sam Houston State University. 4.5 the ERA, no wins or losses on 9 appearances. 18 innings pitched. Got a save in there as well. 18 hits given up, 11 runs. Only 9 of them earned. 10 walks and 12 Ks for Mondi. Start things out against Cal Whip. Whip, he is 1 for 1 in this ball game. Had a single up the middle his first time around. Be followed up by the 8 and 9 hitters Hurst and Reed. Puts a big swing on the first pitch he sees. It goes 0-1. Still a tie ball game, 3-3 here at Lee Jordan. Inside, count moves even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chinooks got an opportunity to take the lead here. They put up 3 their last time around. Shut down the Miners in the top half. Down and away on the breaking pitch. Two and one now. Whoa, upstairs. That was very high and tight. Now the count moves to 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch will find its way onto the top right corner of the zone. We move full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. See if Cal can win it. Oh, man. Some acrobatics to get out of the way of that pitch. And that's ball 4. On to first goes Cal Whip. And now it's Drew Hurst. Hurst, he is 0 for 1, struck out swinging his first time around. Got a runner in on first with nobody gone. Go-ahead run is represented by Cal Whip. Carter Reed on deck. Man, has he been good today. Downstairs. And it's 1-0. Bunt laid down. It's a beauty from Hurst. But an even better throw gets him. Oh, and Cal Whip in a rundown. He's out. Now 2 away. Bases are empty. And Carter Reed with nobody on.
Your Chinooks number 4, Carter Reed.
Carter Reed 0 for 0. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Takes the first pitch off the plate, 1-0. Strike on the corner. 1-1. Top of the order, and Reese Vassar waiting on deck. Chopped high down the line. He'll take a hop right into the glove of the third baseman, Godfrey, but the throw is not handled. And I'm curious whether they're going to go error or base hit here. Let's see. They go hit, so we'll go hit as well. So now Reese Vassar at the plate. Runner on first, 2 away. Into the air. It's going foul, but is it playable? No. It is off the top of the yellow fence protector and bounced back into play. But obviously it was dead once it hit the fence, so it's just 0-1 for Vassar. But yes, absolutely right, man. It is just a great community support for these Chugiak-Eagle Chinooks. You see them come out to the ball games, and they support the team well. Those host families, along with all just the companies, the local businesses that are sponsors of the Chinooks, and just all the people who love to see these young men come in every summer and love on them, you know. The kids that stay after every game asking for autographs, and it's just a special community. And we hope that more and more young men get to come up and experience it. Fouled back, and it's 1-2. And yes, absolutely right. The community gets rewarded in return with some great baseball most of the time. Over to short. Now flip to second, and that's going to end the inning.
On our way to the top of the fifth, it's still tied up at 3 apiece. Tonight's game brought to you by MEA, where it's member.
It is no runs on 1 hit. There is no errors, and there is 1 left on base. It is still tied up 3-3 here in Chugiak.
820-457. If you've got 820-457, you've got a brand new kid's bike courtesy of MEA. Now, the $50 gift certificate for electricity. For mom and dad, here it is, 820-512. 820-512. If you've got 820-512, you've got a $50 gift card for electricity from MEA. Now, the electric scooter from MEA. Here's your winning ticket number, 820-335. 820-335. If you've got 820-335, you've got an electric scooter from MEA. Our thanks to MEA for all the great prizes here at Member Appreciation and Kids Night at the Chinooks. Now batting for the Miners, number 11. Austin
Top
Park.
of the 5th here in Chugiak. Austin Park will lead it off. Gage Webster will be out for another inning. Park 1 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fastball, swing and a miss. Downstairs as his count moves even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both bullpens empty at the moment. We're into the latter stage of this one. It's a 7-inning ball game. Lefty on righty matchup as Park shows bunt, lays it down foul. 1-2 now. He is behind. Back into the box goes Austin Park. Gage Webster kicks and throws downstairs on the changeup, and it's 2-2. Jammed right at the second baseman, Reed. Oh, he took a leap at it, couldn't come up with it, and that's a base knock. Would have been an incredible acrobatic play if Carter Reed could have come up with it, but close but no cigar. And now it is number 29, Kenyon Millar. Millar, he's 2 for 2, singled twice in this one. Wind blowing softly out to center at the moment. Fastball right down the pipe, and it's 0-1. Webster flips it back on over to first, trying to keep the runner close. Chopped on over to the first base side. Goes foul. Behind in the count is Millar, 0-2. See if the Chinooks can retire him for the first time in this ballgame. Evan Rossi is walking over to the bullpen with his cleats in hand. Rifled at the second baseman, Carter Reed. Tries to throw back over to first to get the double play, but not going to get it. But either way, you'll take the out. And Millard now steps to the plate. He's 0 for 0. He's got a walk and a sac fly in this ball game. The Chinooks hoping that Rossi's services are needed as they look to have a lead as we enter the end of this one. Stolen base for Austin Park. He's into scoring position for Millard now. It was a strike to Millard on the stolen base. And now the count moves even, 1-1. Crowd thinning out just a little bit here. Local time, 8:38. Sun's still shining, though. As there's a strike at the knees, 1-2, but as we enter late July, the sun doesn't stay out as long as it did in the middle of the season, but it's still a pretty late sunset here. Yesterday was at 10:55 was your sunset. Chopped over the head. Coming in is Vassar. Going to get it there in time for out number 2. Alexander Pearson now with the runner on third and 2 away. Pearson 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Grounded out to second both times. One was a double play.
Number 30, Alex Pearson.
You know, he's going to be looking to hit it any other direction than right to Carter Reed, but see if Webster can make him do it again. Fastball at the belt. Yep. 0-1. The runner on third is Austin Park. He's looking to make a scamper on home. Fouled back and way behind now. It's 0-2. Curveball out towards center field, and that will score the run. An RBI single for Alexander Pearson, and it's 4-3 Miners. Cash Millar now, the center fielder, will step to the plate with a runner on first and 2 away. Runners on the move as it's fouled back. Pearson going to have to head on back. Throw back over. Just trying to keep him close. Four-3 Miners. The Chinooks gonna have to get the bats going once again. Curveball landed. I thought for a strike. Where did that miss? Huh. We're even. 1-1. That misses upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Chinooks due up here in the bottom of the 5th. Are Austin Young, Ty Beck, and Phoenix West. See if they can get a rally going and try and take the lead back. Now, the Chinooks never had the lead, but tie the ball game back up and then give the Chinooks the lead. 2-2. Chance for Gage Webster to get out of it here. Instead, he'll flip over to first. Runners on the move, fouled off. He'll have to head on back. It was a pretty lopsided game number 1. Chinooks took it 7-2, but we've got a close one here in game number 2 of the doubleheader. Turned on foul into the Chinooks bullpen. You got some fish leaping out of the way back there. That breaking pitch is jacked. Pretty deep, but foul. And the count remains at 2-2. Gage Webster getting his pitch count worked up there here in this at-bat. Cash Millar trying to finish the job. Fastball downstairs. Good stop from Young. Now it's a payoff pitch here for Gage Webster. Fastball lifted very high. Right in front of the warning track to make the catch is Phoenix West, and that's going to end the inning. The Miners do get 1 run on 2 hits. There is no errors, and there is 1 left on base. On to the home half of the 5th we go. The Miners lead it 4-3.
Usage stats, bill pay, and more.
Bottom of the 5th here in Chugiak. Austin Young, Ty Beck, and Phoenix West. The trio of Chinooks due up. They trail 4-3 here against the Miners with just a couple of innings left to play. Got to get the bats going. Fouled back, and it's 0-1. Austin 0 for 2 in the ballgame, but that just tells me he's due for one right here. Didn't play in game number 1, getting the start here in game 2, and you just feel like he's due. High chopper on over to short. They had a little miscommunication. It's close, but they're going to call him out. Ooh. Think it's the right call, but man, it was close. So 1 away, base is empty for Ty Beck. Thought with a little miscommunication there he might be able to get there and beat out the throw, but indeed the shortstop Austin Park is able to make it. Shift put on here, not nearly what we saw on Sunday against the Miners, but they've got it shifted over a bit. On Sunday they were playing everybody but the third baseman on the right side of second base. Not quite that drastic here. They know that Ty Beck is a big-time pull hitter. And it worked out a little bit for him on Sunday. Today, he's been a little bit better. He had the home run in game 1. 1 for 2 here, but he's reached both times. Came home to score on an error in the 3rd. Singled in the 1st as well. See if you can barrel one up this time around. It's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Phoenix West, the guy waiting on deck for the Chinooks. Into the air, out towards center field. Should be no problem for Cash Millar. 2 away. So now, down to the last out in the 5th inning.
Now batting for your Chinooks, number 17,
Phoenix West will step to the plate. Righty on lefty matchup. They're not going to move out of their spot for Phoenix, who also is a lefty, along with Ty Beck. They're going to keep the little shift on for him. Kai Butler would be the next Chinook up if Phoenix West can get a board. Strike called on the bottom 3rd, and he's behind 0-2. Upstairs on the heater. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Imagine we're going to see Gage back out for another inning. There was not another Chinook up warming, so should be Gage Webster for his 3rd of the day. Chopped slowly but foul. Man, what a heartbreaker this would be if the Chinooks fell 4-3 here. You need this ball game. Let's see if they're officially eliminated if they drop this one. West puts it in the air, foul territory, moving over, out of play. Let me look. They would not be officially eliminated just yet because the Bucks got a couple to play still. The Bucks fell apart. They still had have a chance. Out towards center field and moving over is Millar. That'll end the inning. 1-2-3. Down go the Chinooks in short order. It is no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. On to the top of the 6th we go. Miners lead at 4-3.
Taking a look at the Chinooks calendar, we're back here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock as we take on the Bucks.
There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke. When they open up that gate, welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight. Where the bayou city streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. It's a Houston tradition, 4-H, FFA, and Go Texan. And you can bet, son, it's gonna be around a long, long time. When these riders and rollers give it their best, we'll show 'em how loud the hometown.
At the plate for the Miners.
Top of the 6th here in Chugiak. Gage Webster, another inning on the mound. Leading off for the Miners, it will be the catcher, Declan Spooner. Spooner will be followed up by Toth and Babcock. Fastball at the belt. And it's 0-1. It's a fastball again, just off the outside of the plate. Now we move even. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Miners have out-hit the Chinooks by 5 today. It's 9-4 in the hits category, but on the scoreboard, only 4-3. If you're the Chinooks, you're really, really happy about that. Fouled off. Outside. Count moves to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Wind blowing out. Chopped foul behind him. Oliver Adams, who will come out and deliver a couple more balls for the home plate umpire. Gage Webster looking to make the punch out here. Upstairs, we move full. Fastball was delivered down the middle, and it works out. Carter Reed delivers in time for out number 1. So Spooner retired. Now it's Diesel Toth. Toth, 1 for 2, doubled in the 4th inning. Now gets a chance here in the 6th.
For the Miners, number 7, Diesel Toth.
Webster, the lefty, down the line. Oh, this one's fair. And there's no throw from Hurst. I mean, even if he had snagged that ball, that was going to be a really, really tough play to make. I think that was going to be a base hit all the way.
Now batting for the Miners, number 9, Jackson.
So decent Toth on first with 1 away. Back to the top of the order with Jackson Babcock. Babcock, he is 1 for 2. Single and scored in the 3rd. Fielder's choice in the 4th. And then walk in the 1st. Throw on over. Not in time. See if maybe they can get something in the dirt here. Get a double play. Showed bunt, pulls it back in there anyway. 0-2 for Jackson Babcock. It's a guy you really, really want to get out. He's been very good for this Miners team. It's actually 0-1. Was the first pitch to him. Fastball out toward center field. And that is made by Kai Butler. Back to first goes Toth, and there's 2 away. Will Godfrey, the third baseman, 1 for 3 in the ball game, will return to the batter's box.
Number 4, Will Godfrey.
Gage Webster 1 out away from Poland. Us to the bottom of the 6th. Miners 6 outs from victory, but that also means the Chinooks have 6 chances to get it back, including an opportunity to walk it off if they can't get it going in the bottom of the 6th. But if you're a Chinooks fan, why not take it in the bottom of the 6th and then close it down in the 7th, give Rossi another save. Let him add on to his all-time Chinook record. He set it last year. Just had a phenomenal season with the Chinooks in 2025. Runners on the go. And, took a big bounce off the glove of Carter Reed. It was struck pretty well. Looks like we're giving him an error. Okay. I was gonna err on the side of giving that base hit to him. It was struck pretty hard and took a funky hop, but they're gonna go error, so I'll go error as well. Puts runners on the corners and now just a little bit of trouble. And out to the mound goes Easton Babe. I don't think there's anyone who could replace him that's warm, so it's gonna still be Gage Webster for the Chinooks. Out to break up the meeting is the home plate umpire. So here we go. Austin Park with runners on the corners. He's 2 for 3 in this one. Singleton scored his last time up, singled in the 3rd as well. It was an RBI single. See if Webster can get us out of it. Up the middle, and over the head of Carter Reed. Will score another 5-3 Miners. Home to score is Diesel Toth. Godfrey moves into second. Canyon Millar at the plate.
For the Miners, number 21,
Millar
Kenyon
2
Millar.
for 3. Fastball fouled off. And it is 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch down the middle, and it is 1-2 actually. It looks to be Whitcop up in the Chinook pen. Runner dancing over there at second is Godfrey. One and two. Lefty on lefty here. Misses down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two, fouled off. Gonna see another one. Webster comes set. Here comes the 2-2 on the ground through. And another run's coming home. There's no throw to the plate. And it's 6-3 Miners. Godfrey will cross the plate to score. Austin Park into third. And it's runners on the corners. Tim Cole out to the mound. And that is going to be the end of the day for Gage Webster. Take a quick break, get you the new pitcher's name and number when we return.
This call to the Chinook bullpen sponsored by Napa Alaska Auto Inc. Your Alaska-known Napa Auto Parts on the mound for the Chinooks. Number 30, Paul Whitcomb.
New pitcher of the ball game for the Chinooks is number 30, Paul Whitcomb. Whitcomb out of the University of Richmond, hometown of McLean, Virginia. He is posting an ERA of 3.86, no wins, 2 losses, on 11 appearances, 11 2/3 pitch, giving up 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 13 walks, and 7 Ks for Paul Whitcomb. 2 away, runners on the corners. It is number 19, Will Millard at the plate. It's Park on third, Millar on first. First pitch from Whitcomb carved off foul, and it's 0-1. Strike at the knees. And it is 0-2. Lifted very high. A towering fly ball coming in is West, and he's going to snag it for out number 3. That'll end the inning, but the Miners do get 2 runs on 3 hits. There is 1 error, and there is 2 left on base. On to the home half of the 6th we go. Miners lead at 6-3. Bottom of the 6th, the Chinooks need some run support here. Connor Mondi back on the mound for the Miners. Kai Butler set to lead it off. He'll be followed up by Jenkins and Whiff. Fastball taken on the outside half. It is a strike called. 0-1. On the ground, down the third base side. It is scooped up cleanly and in time for out number 1. Now Kirby Jenkins, he's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Going to step to the plate with bases empty, 1 away.
For your Chinooks, number 24, Kirby Jenkins.
Cal Whiff, the Chinook, on deck. Fastball chopped over to the third base side. Again, a fireball over in time. How about Godfrey over there? Does it again, and there's 2 away for Whiff.
Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 21, Cal Whiff.
Cal, he is 1 for 1 in this ball game. Single and a walk. Still waiting for the big hit from him. Nice sweeper there, and it's 0-1. Curveball this time on the bottom right corner of the zone. 0-2. Backdoor. Oof. Thought that was maybe going to get him, but it's inside. Good take. One ball, 2 strikes. Fastball lifted in the air. This might be a little blooper, and it will fall. Base knock for Cal. Drew Hurst at the plate now. Hurst, he is 0 for 1. Sacrifice bunt in the 4th, but
for your Chinooks,
that's all.
number 1, Drew Hurst.
Got a runner on first. See if you can move him around for Carter Reed. Off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Takes at the belt. Count moves even. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 2 away. Here on the bottom of the 6th, 7-inning ball game. And this is game 2 of our doubleheader. Downstairs, and it moves to 2-1. Still a beautiful sunny sky here. It's moved a little bit behind the mountains, but still blue here in Chugiak. 2-2. Downstairs, payoff pitch now for Mondi. Connor Mondi can send us to the 7th with 1 strike right here. Cal's on the run, and it's on the ground. Over to first in time. That'll end the inning. Drew Hurst can't get it through. And how about Will Godfrey? His inning. He will record every single put out in the bottom of the 6th. It is no runs, no hit, or 1 hit, excuse me. It is no errors, and there is 1 left on base. On to the top of the 7th we go. Miners lead it, 6-3.
Coming to the plate for the Miners.
Top of the 7th here at Lee Jordan Field. Miners' last chance to add on to their lead before the Chinooks look to get it back in the bottom. 6-3 Miners lead it. It is Alexander Pearson to lead it off. He will represent the 6, 7, and 8 hitters that are due up. One ball, no strike. Just off the plate. And it is 2-0 behind his Whitcop. Whitcop recorded the last out of the top of the 6th, and now he's getting the nod here in the 7th. Delivered it in at the knees. 2-1. Taking a look at the Chinook Fishing Report coming up. It is tomorrow night here at Lee Jordan. Final home game of the season. Please, everybody, show up and show out. Last one, 6 o'clock, against those red-hot Anchorage Bucks. Let's make that a good one. And then we play the 30th against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots out there in Anchorage. So that one should be 7 o'clock, though. So 6 o'clock against the Bucks tomorrow night here. 7 o'clock in Anchorage against the Pilots on Thursday night. And that's the end of the regular season, folks. Playoffs still to be decided. Those would start on Saturday, August 1st. We'll see if we'll be playing in those. Alexander Pearson took ball 4. Runner on the go. The throw on the wrong side of the bag. It would have gotten him. And he had the throw been on the right side. It was in time, at least. And runner in safely to second with nobody gone. That is Pearson. Now Cash Millar. He's 0 for 3 in this one. Lifted very high, but not too deep for Butler, and there's one away. Now it will bring up Declan Spooner, who's still sporting a big old hole on the side of his pants there. Just not something you see every day.
For the Miners, number 6, Declan.
Oh, the things you'll experience at a baseball game. Off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Alexander Pearson at second. Upstairs. Oh, I mean, that's a generous call from the home plate umpire. 1-1. That looked to me to be at the top button on the jersey, but hey, we'll take it. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is clobbered out to right field. It is off the wall. It'll score another. RBI double for Declan Spooner. Boy, did that ball get off the bat in a hurry. Didn't have the height, but it jumped off the bat. So it is now 7-3 Miners. Alexander Pearson home to score. Diesel Toth takes the inside fastball. It's 1-0. Dancing at second is Spooner. Up and away. 2-0 now for Toth. Swing and a miss, delivered by Whitcott. And it's 2-1. Jackson Babcock standing on deck for the Miners. Throw back over. And it is back safely for Declan Spooner. Swing and a miss on a pitch upstairs. They move even. Tried to get it back door, but instead it is 3-2. Pitch was low. Full count for Diesel Toth. Really can't lose him here. Got to get this out before we go to the top of the order. I know you have the base open, but got to get back to the top of the order with 2 away. Carved off foul, so we'll do it again. Rifled out to left field. Falls for a base hit. So now first and third for the Miners. Babcock back to the plate. Oh, and there's the paraglider.
Batting for the Miners. Number
floating
9, Jackson
down
Alpha.
from the hills. And he's turning back towards the parking lot here at Loretta French Park. You can watch him sail down in front of the mountains. Shockingly, that is not a completely abnormal sight here at Lee Jordan. I would say you see it a couple times a season. And looks like touchdown. Safely into the green grass out there behind the fence. One ball, one strike. There's a strike called, and they might be gonna get him. Yep. So 2 away now, and they can end the inning with a K on Babcock. That was Toth caught stealing, and now it's just a runner on third with 2 away. Off the corner, count moves even 2-2. Two pitch is fouled off down the line. Seven-3 Miners lead. Chinooks gonna have a lot of work left to do in the bottom of the 7th here. That'll be their last chance. Let's take a look at who the Chinooks got due up. It's Reed, Vassar, and Young. As the count is full here, payoff pitch for Paul Whitcott. Close, but left just off the plate. And that is ball 4 for Babcock. Runners on the corners. And now it's Will Godfrey.
Now batting for the Miners, number 4, Will Godfrey.
Same pitch, same result there. It's 1-0. Just misses off the plate. Fans on a pitch down the middle, and it is even 1-1. Throw on over to first. Spooner thought about heading on home, but he is going to hold up. Fouled back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Whitcott delivers the sidearm. And another foul ball. Godfrey just staying alive. Godfrey reached on an error his last time up. And he came home to score. Part of that 2-run 6th inning. Slides it in there for strike 3. That'll end the top of the 7th, but another run across on 2 hits. There is no errors, and there is 2 left on base. On to the home half of the 7th. The Chinooks trail 7-3. Bottom of the 7th here in Chugiak. Chinooks trail 7-3. They got a long ways to go to get back in it, but a chance to walk it off.
Number 4, Carter Reed.
Carter Reed will be the leadoff man here. He is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk in the ballgame. Still Connor Mondi on the mound for the Miners. Into the air, out towards center field. Millar moving over. Should be no problem. And there's 1 away. Reese Vassar, the shortstop, 0 for 2 in the ballgame with a hit by pitch, which he scored on in the 3rd inning.
Up next,
But
number 6, Reese
not much
Vassar.
else. Got to try and make something happen here. Chinooks down to their last 2 outs. Called strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. Fastball off the corner. And the count moves to 1-1. Curveball lands, and that's a good pitch there from Mondi. 1-2. Carter Reed behind. Or excuse me, Reese Vassar. Fouled back. And we'll do it again at 1-2.
Foul ball, sponsored by JR Septic Pumping.
Austin Young waiting on deck. He's due up in the inning as well. Yet to get it going here in the ball game. Never too late though. Let's try and get a base hit. 2-2. Vassar had to move out of the way of that last pitch. Yes, only 7 innings here in this one. It's a doubleheader. Chinooks took game 1 7-2. The Miners lead here 7-3 in this second game.
Number 10, Austin Young.
As we're down to the last out here. Austin Young, last chance for the Chinooks. Now, we normally play 9 innings for our regular games, but playing a doubleheader today due to a rainout earlier in the month. And, yeah, on a doubleheader, we'll play 7 and 7. So, yep, Chinooks took game 1, 7-2, and 1 out away from victory here are the Miners in game number 2. Downstairs, and we're even. 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Young. Yeah, we normally do 9. And it'll be 9 tomorrow against the Bucks. That is through for a base hit. Austin Young going to keep the game going. His first base hit of the day. And now tie back.
Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 17, Phoenix West. Excuse me, it's 25, Ty Beck.
Tie back. Last chance here for the Chinooks. Runner on first with 2 away. Into the air. This could do it. Underneath it is Millar, and there's your final. 7-3. Miners win it in game number 2 of this doubleheader. It is no runs on 1 hit. There is no errors and 1 left on base.
The Miners 7.
Once again, your final score, 7-3. Miners win it. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back to wrap things up, give you your final line scores when we return.
We're back here tomorrow night at 6 up against the Bucks. For the Chinook broadcast and the Chinooks baseball family, have a good night.
Welcome back to Lee Jordan Field. Let's take a look at your final line scores here. First, for the visiting ball club, the Matsu Miners, it was 7 runs on 14 hits, 1 error, and 10 left on base. As for your Chinooks, 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, 6 left on base. The Chinooks fall to 18-16 on the season. Miners move up to 20-13 as Miners in first and Chinooks in third on the season, with the Bucks sandwiched in the middle at 19-13. Oilers and Pilots bring up the rear. In the ABL standings, it was just not enough from the Chinooks offensively in this one. A nice third inning after they rallied back, giving up 3 in the third. But other than that, really just never got the bats going. 7 runs they gave up. It was kind of a hit parade at certain points in the ball game, and that's baseball. Sometimes a little bit of momentum goes the other way, and that's what happened. The Miners caught a little bit of a rally, and the Chinooks just never found it. They had a couple of hits sprinkled throughout the ball game, but that was it. Never really had juice other than in the third inning. So, unfortunately, Chinooks can't pull it out in game number 2, but the Miners and the Chinooks will split the pair today. The Chinooks win game number 1, 7-2. The Miners win 7-3 here in game number 2. And that is your final. Let's take one more look at your Chinook fishing report. Tomorrow night, we will play the Bucks right back here in your final home game of the season. It is the Bucks at 6 o'clock here at Lee Jordan. Then we will play on the road on Thursday night against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. That one is scheduled for 7 o'clock at Mulcahy Stadium. And then it's unlikely, but still a slight chance at the playoffs, which start on August 1st, Saturday. That's a 3-game best 2 out of 3 series in our top of the world series. So that just about does it for us here in Chugiak. Once again, your final score, 7-3 in game number 2 of our doubleheader tonight. This has been Clayton Jackson from all of us here at the Chugiak-Eagle Chinooks AIA Baseball. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow night here in Chugiak.